What is up, beautiful babes? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have kind of a harder video to make, and I feel like I need to make this video just because I've had an overwhelming amount of messages from friends and family that supported me on my journey with Younique. Before I start, I want to just say that I'm not bashing Younique at all. I love the company, I love their mission, and I love what they stand for. This is just my personal opinion on why I left, and I've had a lot of people ask me why, and I felt like there was so many reasons that built up that it was just too hard to just kind of like tell everybody. So yeah, that's why I'm making this video. On April 4th of this year, I posted on my personal Facebook, after thinking about it for a long time and going back and forth on my decision, I have decided that I am no longer going to be a Younique presenter. Nothing against the company, but because it is such a great company and I truly believe their mission and their cosmetics. I have just decided that I want to take another path in my life. I am truly blessed to have met the most amazing women through Younique, and I am glad to call part of my family. And I still stand by that in October. So I have a whole list on my phone of why I left Younique. And again, I'm not bashing the company. I love the company. I love their mission. This is just my own personal opinion. And other people that might have left Younique or are currently with Younique may not be feeling this. But I've also had input from other presenters, which will remain anonymous, on reasons that they left or they fell out of love with the company. So the first thing is, I fell out of love with it. I hit a really big milestone in March of this year. I think it was March. I hit a really hard milestone, and it took everything I had to hit that milestone. And after I hit it, I was so tired. I was so emotionally drained from feeling like I was selling myself. And after I hit that milestone, I was like, how am I going to do this every single month? So that was, and I couldn't post about Younique I didn't post about Younique for like a whole month after that. And I was just like, I can't do that every month. That was just so draining, and I was so tired. So I felt really conceited. I took selfies of myself every single day. I mean, I love a good selfie and I love taking pictures, but posting every day, at least 3 times a day, a picture of yourself or selling stuff on your Facebook, I felt very conceited, and it wasn't something that I felt comfortable with anymore. And I had been with Younique for 2 years. In December this year would have been 3. And I felt like I lost myself a little bit. I didn't share like my opinions, and when you are with Younique, you feel like you can only post certain things. Like you shouldn't post about politics, and you shouldn't post, not that I ever really do, but like inappropriate things on your Facebook. Like, I am always down to share a dirty joke because I think they're hilarious. But you had this be myself on my Facebook. I felt obligated to wear only Younique, and because people would be like, oh my gosh, what eyebrow product are you using? And I would have been like, oh, it's Anastasia Beverly Hills. Well, why aren't you wearing the Younique one? Is it not good? And sometimes I would change up like my foundation and it wasn't Younique, and I just kind of felt obligated to only wear Younique, and I love so many other different products. So it made it really hard it made it very hard to show my love for other products because you are a unique girl. You have to support this company. You have to live by this company. And again, I do love their products. I still own all of my products that I purchased, and I'm actually wearing their brow palette right now. But I just felt obligated or I felt like I couldn't wear anything else. No one loved the company as much as me. And I know that sounds weird, and I'll explain, but it was hard to share my love to my Facebook friends and potential clients because no one seemed to love it as much as me. I was a unique girl. I loved Younique. I stood for Younique. Everything was unique. I always was talking about Younique, and I couldn't get anyone else to really love it as much as me. I had a couple people who were like, oh my gosh, yeah, Younique's great. But it was like, I felt like no one could love the products as much as me, but no one believed that the products were good, because there's so much hate about Younique all over the internet. And it was just, there was more negative than there was positive, and people weren't willing to give the company a chance. There was a lot of drama, not so much like in the sisterhood of Younique, but I know when I signed up, I had friends, and again, no one's gonna be named. I had friends that were very, very upset that I didn't sign with them. And I was equally as upset when people wouldn't sign up underneath me. And so it just it actually ruined ships. And thinking about it now, it's really, really stupid. But like when people signed up underneath you, that's also how you made your money. So it kind of was like, well, great, like now I'm broke now. And it's terrible to say that, but it's true. It really is true. And you had to be the better convincer, it felt like. You had to convince them to be on your team and why your team's better, when overall, all the teams are the same. Like, to be honest, all of the teams are the same. Really felt fake. I felt obligated to lie about products that I didn't like. They kind of would teach you that. Like if I was like, well, I love the bronzer. So I'd be like, oh, I really don't like the bronzer. I don't like how it looks on me. And they'd be like, well, like you have to still sell it. Like the bronzer is part of the cosmetics. And then like that whole service with a smile, like even though you don't like a certain product, you still sell it because someone else might. And I personally didn't ever have this happen, but I read a lot of things that were like, people were like, oh, like I couldn't get this to work right, or I didn't like it because of this. And Younique presenters would be like, well, you're using the product wrong and it's your fault that it's not working because the products are great. And like I said, I do love the products. There's certain ones that I wasn't a huge fan of, but I try not to push those ones as much. If people brought them up, I'd be like, well, I haven't used it very much, but I've heard good things. But yeah, I felt like it was just very pushy and way too salesy for me. And just that whole, well, tell the customer that they're using the product wrong and it's their fault that it doesn't work right, and it's their fault they don't like it, so it sucks. Even though they have a return policy, Younique presenters, they try to have them not send it back because that's part of their income. It made me fall out of love with makeup. If you've been a friend of mine forever or at all, you would know that I love makeup. Makeup is a part of me. It's part of who I am. If anyone knows me, they know that I am the beauty guru. I hate saying that so much. But this last year, I would rarely wear makeup. I wouldn't feel the excitement that I did, you know, a year ago, 2 years ago, where I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get up and do my makeup, and what am I gonna do for my makeup today? It was more like, I mean, I guess I have to put on makeup for my job. because I had to put on makeup every day for my job, and I had to post 2, 3, 5 times a day depending on what the big sale was. And it was just, I didn't like it, and it made me hate makeup for a long time, and I'm slowly getting back into it. That's why you guys haven't really seen me for a year. And it broke my heart that it made me hate something that I love so much. Another big thing that it wasn't fun anymore. I always told people that I would sell or be a part of Younique until it became another job. And guess what? It became another job. I was already working 100+ hours in a pay period for my full-time job, but then I would go home and I would work on Younique. And I wouldn't get to bed until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and have to be up by 6. So I was constantly working. I was burnt out, and it was not fun anymore. I did it because I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I gotta share my love for makeup. And then it was like, no, now you need to, like, you need that paycheck. And it wasn't fun. I signed up because I thought it was fun and I loved all the benefits, but then it became a job, and I didn't need another job. I didn't want another job. I have a job, and I had a job that I loved very much, and I still love my job very much. I was spending way more than I was making. I am not gonna say how much I spent last year, but between how much I spent and how much I earned, there is a substantial difference. So like, I wasn't making what I was spending, and even the money that I was making was going back into makeup. This is one of the hardest things that I did struggle, and I still struggle with it. Like I said, I love the brand, I love Younique, and I love the cosmetics. But hearing on a daily basis, seeing comments on videos, on posts that people make about makeup, and just the hate, having people say, I hate Younique, and being told and told again and again that Younique sucks, the product sucked, the people that sell it are wannabes, over and over. It makes you feel like it's true and makes you feel self-conscious. This is one of the things that we struggle with. We bring people down. How can you tell someone that they love a product so much, or how can you tell someone how can you tell someone that loves a product so much that it sucks, and that you're a wannabe and you're not good enough and the products aren't good enough? That's degrading people. And it was on a daily basis that I was being told this, or I was seeing it. I would see on Twitter of someone posting like some clumpy eyelashes, and they'd be like, oh, they must have used a Younique mascara. Like, it was so, I was very protective over the company, and being told that it sucks, it gets to you. And it's like, well, maybe I am a wannabe. Maybe I do suck. Maybe my products do suck. Maybe I'm not good enough for this. Maybe I'm not as talented as I thought I was. Like, hearing it all the time broke me down. And that is another reason I fell out of makeup, because the beauty community, doesn't matter what company you sell. If you sell Avon, if you sell Younique, if you sell Mary Kay, we're doing this to make a living. This is something we 100% believe in, and you're tearing us down. And it got to me. So maybe you should think about that next time you post about a company that someone truly believes in. One thing that I wasn't a huge fan about with the company is the price the price to how much you sell. So let's say you sold a tube of mascara. You got 25% of the commission, which a lot of companies offer more. And the products were expensive, and you really had to work to get those orders in. And then to get so little, like out of that, I would get like, what was it, like $5 to $7? Like, I felt like that sucked. Like, we worked so hard and then we just got so little. Yes, Younique gave a lot of incentives, but that was for the people that were making the money. It wasn't for the people that were trying and still couldn't get through. So I felt like that was something that was hurtful, and I wasn't a huge fan of. So I'm gonna talk a little bit, and this is again my personal experience, about the leadership. This one's hard to say because I care for all of the people that were in my Younique sister group. And I'm not the only one that's felt this way. So I'm gonna remain, obviously, people anonymous, but the leadership, your sponsors, the people above you, they like coax you in and like it's so much fun and it's so easy and like you're gonna be making so much money. And then they were your best friend till you weren't making money. They would coach you and be like, yeah, let's do this. Like, you got this. And then when you were struggling, they were nowhere to be found. They weren't like, they'd be like, well, that's what this industry is. Like, they preach uplifting women and they preach empowering. But when you're down, they're not there. They're on to the next person that is making them money. And I mean, it didn't feel like it was right. So yeah, those are some reasons on why I left Younique. Again, I don't believe that, I hope that no one else felt this way. This is just what I have felt, and I was very iffy about making this video, but I've had so many people message me over the last several months going, why aren't you selling Younique anymore? Like, you loved Younique. You were all about Younique. Why'd you leave? What happened? Things like that. And I just felt like it was easier to make a video about it instead of writing all that out. I mean, this is probably going to be a long video as it is. And I know that there are several people waiting for me to post this. This is actually my second time filming this video because I just didn't like the first one. And I did a lot of crying, and I don't want to cry because I feel like it's such a silly thing to cry about. It's a makeup company, but I truly fell in love with this company, and I'm sad that I am no longer a part of it. Will I buy cosmetics from them? Absolutely. There's been some that I've been eyeing. Will I sell again? No. But do I miss it? Yes, I miss the people that I met when I was with Younique. I met the actual bonds that I made with people. But I don't miss the company itself, and I don't miss the dynamics, and I don't miss the negativity. I don't miss feel like I was conceited. I don't miss the anxiety and being pushed down every day and telling me that my cosmetics that I felt so strongly for sucked. I don't miss that. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna end this video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you are on my friends group on Facebook, that are already currently my friends or my family and have any additional questions, you can definitely reach out to me. If you are a Younique presenter and I've hurt you in any way, I am so sorry, but I feel like everybody has a right to their own opinion, and you may think my opinion's wrong, but I may also think your opinion's wrong. So, All right, you guys, I will see you in my next video. If you want to see normal videos that don't consist of me sitting here and complaining about a company, please make sure you like this video and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you would like to see next. All right, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.